Hi, and welcome to another episode of Christian Capitalism. I am Todd, the author of Money Help, Holistic Economic Life Planning. Today is going to be about the chemistry of ideas, and I'm going to explain to you how over the years I've learned to take certain elements from certain people's philosophy, although I don't agree with all of it, and blend it in with other people's ideas to come up with your own chemistry in the lab to create a different animal altogether. With that said, I'm going to talk to you about a book I read years ago, Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged. And the first thing you think of, if you're familiar with Ayn Rand, is that, well, she's an atheist, okay? So it's godless. But the fact is, some of her ideas when it comes to capitalism, I absolutely agree with. For example, I don't agree with the fact that it should be driven by greed, okay? But I do believe it should be driven by individuals' rights and less fettered by federal government or any entity that's trying to restrict the human being in his innovation. I think if it's the part you got to bring in that I think Ayn Rand left out, because obviously she was an atheist, was that the power comes from God. Now, with that said, I'm going to share a story with you today, Stories in Action of Christian Capitalism. I'm going to tell you the story about a guy who was a starving actor / comedian, entertainer. And this was way back, okay? And he was, he really was on the verge of having to go find a job. He went into church and he put $7 in the basket, and next week he got a job and it was paying 10 times what he had put into that basket, and he had prayed for God to help him in his line of work. But he was so excited with that he realized, he said, I firmly believe I need to partner with God to get where I'm going. And so he continued going back to church and praying. And he even went so far as to, he dedicated to St. Jude. He said, St. Jude, if you'll ask God to help us, I will in turn around and try to return the favor by doing something good in your name. Okay, that was his goal. So let me tell you what, he did that. And the result of that, today you know full well as St. Jude Hospital Research Center for Children, where nobody pays anything. And to me, that's just one of the biggest examples. And of course, the guy we're talking about was Danny Thomas. Danny Thomas absolutely had a TV series, and then later his daughter Marlo Thomas, a famous family, strong Christian family. And so that's an example of what I always say is Christian capitalism, partnering with God to do something noble. So there's nothing wrong with success. It's not a bad word. And money is nothing but a weapon and a tool. It can be used to hurt people, to restrict people, but it can also be used to help people and protect people. And in the case of Danny Thomas and the story I just shared with you, that's Christian capitalism. So with that said, if you want to work with a team that gets it and have that conversation with us, it costs nothing to have that conversation. Reach out and we'll have that conversation about what direction you want to go in, whether you need the financial planning team or you need to have small business guidance, or whether you're trying to start a new business or sell a business or whatever it may be. It's just to have a place where you can talk. Real people having conversations. So if that makes sense, reach out to us. And you can reach out, help@capitalplanningteam.com. Help us to share this word, because this is our mission. Help, holistic economic life planning. With that said, I'll leave you with this thought. Partner with God. And remember, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. God bless.